Domestic flights play a large role in Vietnam, with Hanoi to Saigon being one of the busiest routes on Earth. In this video, I will be flying from Hanoi to Da Nang with Vietjet, reviewing the airports, airline, and the overall experience. When leaving Hanoi, depending on traffic, it's around a 30-minute to 1-hour drive to Noi Bai Airport. The ride is fine though, as it offers some nice views of the area. Here we are at T1, the domestic terminal. It was built in 2001 and is both smaller and older than the international terminal, which was opened in early 2015. Hanoi Noi Bai Airport is the second busiest airport in Vietnam, handling around 30 million passengers every year. The check-in area is quite alright, if somewhat dated. Security goes smoothly and offers some nice tables to repack your items after going through. Our flight to Da Nang is operating from Gate 1. We'll get there later though, let's first explore the rest of the gates area. By the way, Noi Bai Airport was ranked 79th in the top 100 airports of 2025 by Skytrax, and overall it's ranked as a 3-star airport. At the very end of the terminal, I found the small restaurant with an amazing close-up view of aircraft parked outside. I spent some time here also spotting a variety of aircraft taking off and landing. I posted those clips in a different video, which you can watch after this one. After this, it's now time to head to Gate 1. Here in the area, there are more clothing shops and some basic restaurants, but nothing really worth mentioning. Here we have another nice outside view, including the cargo area and even some private jets. Speaking of which, this is actually a dual-use airport, meaning even the Air Force operates here alongside the commercial flights. There's already a fairly long line for our flight, so we'd better start boarding now. I was waiting for the aircraft to come in until I realized this is a bus gate, which is to be expected here at the domestic terminal. Usually, I enjoy the straightforward way of boarding using a regular jet bridge, but lately I've come to appreciate bus boarding. After all, you simply get to see your aircraft from much closer. The bus drove past the cargo area of the airport, which was quite interesting to see. And we came by the private jets, including a Gulfstream G650ER and a Dassault Falcon 8X. The awesome sights continued as we passed Vietnam Airlines engineering company with a batch of parked aircraft. Until the bus arrived at the faraway aprons, and we finally have a view of today's aircraft. This is a 9.5-year-old Airbus A321-200, registered VN A544. It was historically flown by Thomas Cook Airlines and even Air Transat. This makes Asia the third continent the plane has operated on, which I think is really cool. That also explains the interior of the aircraft. The configuration still features the original Thomas Cook seats. The aircraft stayed parked here for a while, which created a slight delay, but nothing major. Until pushback eventually started, a very long one actually, all the way onto the main taxiway. And a 7-minute taxi to runway 11 right. As usual at this airport, departures and landings alternate, so here we can see another aircraft coming in before we can finally begin our takeoff roll. Enjoy these amazing engine sounds. Let's check out the seat. No entertainment screen, of course, so the safety paper and an in-flight magazine are up here. And some odd stains behind, the second flight in a row where I've had this. Looks like someone else forgot their boarding pass in this otherwise normal tray table. The legroom was actually pretty good, and the seat cushion was fine. In terms of meals, you can pre-book them or choose something from a menu on board, which didn't actually exist on this flight, or at least not on my seat. Crew did come around with a cart and handed out some noodle soups, most likely pre-ordered by others. Since this route is so short, after just 10 minutes at 32,000 feet, the aircraft is already descending into Da Nang. Awesome that you made it this far, I really appreciate that. If you're enjoying the trip report, a quick like on the video and subscribe would mean a lot. Thank you. The aircraft is approaching the airport from the south, like most of the time. So we're actually flying past the airport right now, with a stunning view of Da Nang City as well. One last turn, and we're now lined up with the runway 35 left. Enjoy this actually very soft landing. I think this was a good flight. Since the route is so short and takes just over an hour, I don't think you're missing out on much going with a low-cost airline like Vietjet. This was now my 7th flight with the airline, and my verdict stays the same. Vietjet simply gets the job done. Nothing over the top, but still excellent for a low-cost airline. Unfortunately, their reputation is still quite bad, especially because of hour-long delays. But again, every flight I've been on arrived almost on time, 20 minutes late at most. But that is of course pretty much unavoidable for any airline. I promise I have some other airlines coming up though. I will soon be flying with both Vietnam Airlines and the new Viet Travel, also on regional flights. The aircraft arrived at the domestic terminal at an actual gate, which was nice to see. This terminal is expectedly quite small. Passing the baggage claim, you can already go outside. I really hope you enjoyed this short domestic flight today. If you did, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and see you in the next one.